want to show, hopefully these pictures, I'm just going to go through a few of them. This is our village when it snows. You can't even tell it's a village. If you don't know it's there, you will never see it. But this is in the snow, how beautiful it is. We live way up there on top of that. And then there's Shane and Shay, my two sons, and my wife Marie. I know Shane is doing a lot of photographs with the beautiful sunsets and all that. Here's one of the sunsets where you can take beautiful pictures out there because there's nothing around. There's no city. There's no. So at nighttime, it looks like you can just grab the stars, you know. And we have a lot of photographs of that, but we're not going to share those right now. I'm just sharing a few things I want to show you. Nowadays, they finally built it. Maybe 10 years ago, they built a little clinic up there because we didn't have a doctor. We had a roaming doctor. A nurse, she would come back in the 50s. She would come and check on people and maybe bring some stuff that people were sick. But if somebody got sick, we went to the medicine man because there was nowhere to go. And so we took care of our own that way as far as that goes. Anymore, they finally built a clinic, which is, this is actually the clinic. It's out in the middle of nowhere, you see right here. You can't hardly even tell it's a clinic. So I showed you those things. There's many things we're going to talk about, but like I said, this the way that we make a living, and even back when we did, the ladies made pottery and baskets and stuff like that, and the men, they made kachina dolls, like this one right here. This is a home dancer. This is a last kachina that comes at when we're finally done, and we sent the kachinas back home to. They live at San Francisco Peaks, which is Flagstaff. They live in the mountains up there. But this is the last dance. Is a home dancer, and so they, at the end of their ceremony, they bring all kinds of stuff for her, like bows and arrows and corn, and these dolls they give to the girls so they can get used to the dolls and they know what they are and the stories with them. And as things go along, we'll talk more about different dolls and stuff. I might carve a little doll with you guys, and you guys can see how I carve a small little doll and things like that. This one here is a home dancer. This bigger one here was made in the 70s. My grandpa made this. My dad, I call him grandpa, but my dad, he was a famous Hopi artist. His name is Walter Howato. You can look him up on Google. There's a lot of things about him, but he carved this one here. This is a warrior. He has a sister too, which maybe next time I'll show you. But he's called a chakwana, and his face is full of like glitter, but it's actually ground up stone. And he was the one that they called in when they had wars and stuff. There would be a lot of them coming in, and I actually have a lot of photographs of them all together. Sometimes there'll be 40 or 50, even up to 100 of the kachinas that come. We're going to talk about that when we start this series of things that we want to show you. But yeah, this was my dad made this back in the 70s. It's actually pretty big compared to the one that I made right there. I made that one for my granddaughter. That one and this one Grandpa made. We have a lot of dolls that we'll go through, and I'll show you them, and a lot of things that we do. We do go out and speak with people in like Sedona and different places, Utah, and I don't get out that much anymore because I'm not doing well. But my son, he helps me quite a bit, so we're starting to do some of that to preserve our heritage and film it, and that's why we want to get these things together so we can share them with people. I don't know if you can see it, but these are a lot of like real bows and arrows from way back when, and later on we'll go through some of these right here. And these are warrior stuff. I know I'm going kind of fast. And just so much stuff that we've made over the years that we'll go through, and things that I've made, and so many pictures. And I want to tell you stories, about stories that my grandpa and my dad and a lot of the elders told me when I was a kid. They brought me into my society when I was 7 years old. Usually you're about 12 years old, and then they initiate you into your clan. That initiation is no more, but I want to share that with you. So it's stayed the way it's initiated now is different than they are back when, but we need to talk about that and quite a bit of things. And I was lucky enough to, when I was 9, to see the last rabbit dance, and it was the last rabbit hunt, and how they hunt is just amazing. And because we use the rabbits to eat, we didn't have, that was our source of meat, and we grow a lot of different things. We live off of cornmeal. We make all kinds of stuff with corn, and a lot of our foods are made out of corn. But we grow watermelons, and back when there were peaches, we even grew cotton way back in the 19th century. And but we had a lot of different types of food. I want to share just different types of food that you can make if you want to. A simple one that I'll teach you how to do if the ladies want to do it, or even the men can make this food for themselves. It's very simple. But we'll be doing things like that. Quite a bit of stories. We're going to be talking about the star people, the star beings, and a whole bunch of different entities that we've dealt with over the years. So we'll be doing a lot of those with a lot of videos that I've taken for many years, and photographs. We're going to be talking about that. We'll be talking about things that maybe you've heard of. A lot of people talk about skinwalkers and entities of that sort, and the ant people.